one cool thing is that we can change our minds. We can start fresh and decide, I'm going to look at something. I'm going to throw out, this propaganda. I'm going to throw out some of this media and all this that I used to be playing around with, and I'm going to look at something fresh. You have the power to do that. Look freshly in a new unit of time. And this is a video of solutions, okay? Because we already know there's some major situations going on. Solutions, all right? And one is sharing data, but blowing open the biggest lies first and just diffusing their power, all right? Not sharing every little negative piece of everything that comes along. And I've worked with various groups since 2001. I was a volunteer at 9/11. I was down at Ground Zero at 9/11 for a week and a half, and then for a couple of months did other pretty extraordinary work in New York City, and then lived in New York City for 18 years. But I witnessed camaraderie and a brotherhood of the people of the planet in general, and being right there, it was incredible. Now, just want to share something, and one solution is a little more personal, and for you and your immediate environment. It's actually called the Solutions to a Dangerous Environment. It's a free course. It's online here by this volunteer ministers organization. And there's another group I've worked with called the Citizens Commission on Human Rights, which exposes and fights against psychiatry, hence my t-shirt today. And that's the Citizens Commission on Human Rights. Here's one of their fantastic intro videos. And keep in mind the simplicity here. Psychiatry is the front or the organization that takes away ethics and morals and tells the entire world that they're just a piece of meat. They're just an animal. And the most you can do is adjust the nuts and bolts with drugs or electroshock. That's it. That's the entire solution. There's no ethics. There's no spirituality. There's no, goodwill, creativity. It doesn't touch on any of that. Psychiatry's main message is you're an animal. The body is all important, and that's all there is. So, CCHR. We are the majority. We are the peoples of Earth. They are the minority. And as I mentioned before, the one thing that they are racist, biased, or prejudiced about is that we are free, that we consider that we're free. And lastly, this little book, The Way to Happiness, written by L. Ron Hubbard, which is fantastic, despite any attacks and negativity online, which is the same minority attacking freedom. All right? The Way to Happiness is a free book that's distributed just all over the planet, and it has a calming effect wherever it goes. But this one chapter, and they're very short chapters of moral precepts of how to be happy. Like, what would it take to be self-fulfilled and be comfortable with yourself? Satisfied that you're doing the right thing and so forth, and be happy. It's as simple as that. But this one is seek to live with the truth. Now imagine if judges, Supreme Court judges, people with responsible decisions right now about right and wrong, or certain senators or congressmen got this chapter and were confronted with it in their life, right? Seek to live with the truth. False data can cause one to make stupid mistakes. It can even block one from absorbing true data. One can solve the problems of existence only when he has true data. If those around one lie to him or her, one is led into making errors and his survival potential is reduced. False data can come from many sources: academic, social, professional. Many want you to believe things just to suit their own ends. What is true for you is true for you. No one has any right to force any data off on you and command you to believe it or else. If it's not true for you, it isn't true. Think your own way through things. Accept what is true for you, discard the rest. There's nothing unhappier than one who tries to live in a chaos of lies. That's The Way to Happiness. Free book. You can order it online. There's a little addendum. For instance, do not bear false witness. There are considerable penalties connected with swearing or testifying to untrue facts. It's called perjury. It has heavy penalties. The way to happiness lies along the road to truth. That's the whole message. The way to happiness lies along the road to truth. Cool. So I just wanted to share that.